Tonight, Bond shut down, Daniel Craig flown out of Jamaica.
Oh, God.
The on-set drama that just suspended production. Then,
Was Britney held against her will, Lynn?
Britney's mom breaks her silence after days of bizarre behavior from Britney.
We still have many bumps to go, but we're resilient.
And Brad and Angelina after divorce, both plotting big screen comebacks, why Angie's will be extra evil.
Well, do you? No better.
Then what's more outrageous than that latest episode of Game of Thrones? What Cersei, a.k.a. Lena Headey, reportedly got paid for it. That and more explosive behind-the-scenes secrets.
It's horrifying.
Plus, Clooney's message to Ben Affleck.
Yeah, I said, don't do it.
Ignored. The role George wanted him to reject.
Oh, my God.
This is Entertainment Tonight. Oh boy, Daniel Craig injured on the set of Bond 25, and it has brought production to a halt.
Definitely not the way Daniel hoped his final mission as 007 would go, but this movie has been full of so much drama and delays.
Yeah, and I was with Daniel in Jamaica when filming began, and everyone was so excited. They were ready to finally start shooting. But now, this injury could change everything.
This is going to be my last one, I think.
The 007 star was reportedly filming one of the final scenes in Jamaica. Craig was sprinting in his suit when he slipped and fell, injuring his ankle. A source tells the UK newspaper The Sun, quote, he was in quite a lot of pain. Filming reportedly stopped, and the 51-year-old actor was flown from Jamaica to the U.S. to see a specialist. It's unclear how long production will be shut down. One thing's for sure, Craig has racked up a lot of injuries playing 007.
I tore it, my shoulder, and then in Quantum, I tore it again, and then I tore it again, and then the surgeon said, you need to come and see me, so that's it.
Craig promoted 2008's Quantum of Solace with his arm in a sling and listed his injuries to Graham Norton.
I've had my right shoulder reconstructed. I've had this left knee operated on, my right knee operated on.
And if you think ankle injuries aren't a big deal, just look at what happened with Tom Cruise. Cruise broke his ankle while performing this stunt for Mission Impossible Fallout.
I just stuck my foot out literally just a split second too long.
The accident halted production for 9 weeks, but incredibly, the film's release date was unaffected. Chalk it up to Tom's perseverance at physical therapy.
I really tried to work hard. I worked 10 hours a day on rehab, 7 days a week. I just thought I'm going to do it no matter what.
Well, it'd be interesting to see if Daniel Craig tries to work with this injury. Of course, there are millions of dollars at stake. Same kind of deal, but a different kind of concern for Britney Spears. We have new reporting about her fight to gain control of her life.
Are you sure you want a piece of me?
Was Britney held against her will, Lynn?
Want a piece of me?
How's she getting on now?
Wonderful.
That was Lynn getting into Britney's Mercedes, assuring the photog her daughter is fine. But our ET source paints a much darker picture, telling us, quote, medication is key for Britney. She still deals with obsessing about things and worries people aren't supporting her.
You can't tell me what to do.
Our source says she has been staying mostly at home as she faces the difficult days ahead. Although yesterday, she was spotted in a fast food drive-thru with her bodyguard. The sighting comes just days after Britney left her Friday court hearing barefoot. Britney has been fighting for more freedom with her conservatorship, and Lynn wants access to her medical records. Our source says, quote, her mom has tried at different points over the years to have some sort of say.
At one point you said, I really felt I was fighting for Britney's life. Is that how tough it got?
At the end.
Lynn was by Britney's side in 2008 when she was placed on an involuntary psychiatric hold. In 2010, she told ET about that harrowing night.
When the hospital, that was the most horrible time because I felt so helpless. I'm her mom. It's a long journey, and we still have many bumps to go, but we're resilient.
Yes, they are.
And she's got her mama there with her, which is important.
Yes,
Yeah.
lots of love to that entire
Yes,
family.
indeed.
All right, let's move on and talk about Angelina Jolie now, because it's been a little bit of a while since we've seen her on the big screen.
That's a time span for sure. The last time was back in 2015 in By the Sea with her ex Brad Pitt. Now, we are going to get to him in a second because we've got some information on him today, too. But yes, Angelina is back in her most deliciously evil role as Maleficent, Mistress of Evil.
If I didn't know better, I'd say you were making a threat.
Well, do you?
Do I what?
No better.
I'm Queen Ingrid, yes. Yes, I'm there. Stirring up a little trouble.
Maleficent newbie Michelle Pfeiffer isn't the only one stirring up trouble. In the sequel, Angie's villain joins forces with Princess Aurora, played again by Elle Fanning.
It really follows kind of the family dynamic of like the mother-daughter relationship between Aurora and Maleficent.
Meanwhile, we'll soon see Angie's ex in his first leading big screen role since their divorce. And Brad is celebrating. Yesterday, Pitt's Once Upon a Time in Hollywood co-star Lena Dunham posted this pic from her 33rd birthday bash. The pair has been tight since filming. In fact, right after leaving Dunham's home was when Pitt was asked that super awkward Jen Aniston question.
Are you and Jen getting back? Oh my God.
Meanwhile, Brad's buddy George Clooney had a warning for Ben Affleck about Batman.
I did talk to him about it. Yeah, I said, don't do it. I freeze. I'm Batman.
George explained why during the Hollywood Reporter's Awards Chatter podcast.
He worked his way back from actor jail, which happens when when I do Batman and Robin and when he does... Geely. Yeah, sure. So it's that, right? He gets to that moment and I thought, don't give him something to fire off on you. He did great, though.
Ben didn't take the advice and may have regretted it.
Oh my God, it's such a pain in the ass. It's like every time I mention Batman, it gets this huge, clickbait.
George tried to tell you. He tried to tell you.
Listen to George
Thank
next time,
you. It's
Ben.
like E.F. Hutton. When George speaks, listen. By the way, Ben has since said he is done playing the Caped Crusader. But let's go back to Clooney for a second, okay? Because George has something in common with the newest royal Archie. They have the same birthday.
Which is very cute. As for Archie's proud papa, Prince Harry, well, he's proved once again he's a natural with the kids while out in the UK today.
The new daddy was smiling ear to ear and greeted by enthusiastic crowds while visiting the Oxford Children's Hospital. Admirers presented him with quite a few gifts for Archie, including a teddy bear and a balloon dog.
Thank you very much. I'll make sure I give this to my little boy. And he'll probably pop it.
Harry met with patients and their families and discussed the challenges of parenting.
I don't know if I'm used to it. It's the weirdest thing to say that you just, once you have a child, they just fit in.
The prince revealed that Archie kept him awake last night and also said he couldn't imagine life without his son. The daddy Duke might have been sleep deprived, but was light on his feet when making a stop in a computer room. Our royal source reports that Meghan's mom Doria will be staying for a few more weeks to help with the baby, but has no plans to move to the UK permanently. The source also confirms that this afternoon, Kate and William visited baby Archie for the very first time at Frogmore Cottage. Earlier in the day, the Duchess wore a flowy blue polka dot frock to an event marking the 75th anniversary of D-Day. Archie is the Cambridge's second nephew, their already aunt and uncle to Pippa Middleton's son Arthur. Coming up...
That was Amelia's last shot on Game of Thrones.
Not quite ready to say goodbye to Game of Thrones? Do we have a mother of all gifts for you? The big announcement from HBO that keeps GOT going for another week.
Then...
Ooh, it is good to be the queen, at least financially. Lena Headey was paid a reported $1.2 million per episode for the final season of Game of Thrones, but she only appears in 3 episodes for a total of about 25 minutes. So if we break it down further, Lena banked a royal $144,000 per minute.
I need her agent. Wow. And most of Lena's work was just standing on a balcony in a soundstage. She missed out on all the fun of shooting all night in freezing cold with firebombs everywhere. I'm sure she hates that one. It was an epic endeavor to pull off this finale, and we're finally going to get to see how they did it.
This is strange. Here we are at the last table read. It's like looking around and seeing your family.
Yeah, Kit Harington getting choked up is how we all feel, knowing there's only 1 episode left, ever.
That was Amelia's last shot on Game of Thrones.
But now the creators of the show are giving fans the mother of all parting gifts, a 2-hour documentary appropriately titled The Last Watch that drops Sunday, May 26th, the week after the series finale.
Now we get to enjoy the final hurrah.
The doc will take fans behind the scenes of the final season, from how production built the epic King's Landing set in Northern Ireland.
Nicola and I said the other day, we'll never be on anything that is this vast ever again.
to the creative ways the crew kept spoilers from leaking, like building a wall of shipping containers to shut out the past.
Every episode has as much in it as one feature film.
Season 8 also set a new record.
I believe this year, the most people that have ever been burned on screen for a production.
22 to be exact.
3, 2, 1, action!
I remember the smell. It's horrifying.
It's all got a bit bleak, hasn't it? This season's really bleak.
Well, I would say so. Very bleak. By the way, this show got a lot of MTV Movie and TV Awards love today. The series scored 4 nominations, tying Avengers Endgame and RBG for the most. Shazam star Zachary Levi, your boy, is going to host the 2019 MTV Movie and TV Awards on June 17th. I have a big crush on him.
All right, still ahead.
The 90210 G's back together and revealing a reboot twist we didn't see coming.
It's been
Go through Tipsy Tuesday. It's Rose all day for Jenny Garth and Tori Spelling. The 90210 moms will compete with their daughters on Fox's MasterChef Celebrity Family Showdown, airing later this month. Can't wait to see those girls with Gordon. Meanwhile, summer can't come soon enough because the gang from West Bev makes their triumphant return to TV.
It's a lot more of a comedy than
it's a bit
drama.
more like a mockumentary.
We're all playing heightened versions of ourselves.
It's the cast, it's us making a reboot of 90210.
And making fun of ourselves.
BH 90210 won't skimp on the comedy or the nostalgia.
It just feels like you're back with your family.
There it is, baby. Right there. Let's do it.
The cast knows this 6-episode series, shooting any day now, will only add to the intense fandom.
Did you play the 90210 drinking game?
Is there a 90210 drinking game?
There's a myriad of them.
Really?
Oh my God, yeah. Every time one of the characters says one of the other characters' names, you have to take a drink.
Dad?
Brenda.
Brandon, you would not believe what happened to me tonight.
You don't make it to the first commercial break before you're wasted.
Right.
Yeah.
For us playing the drinking game while we were shooting, it was crazy.
You busted out the David Silver dance moves lately?
I have not. Because I'll break something if I dance. I'm too old now.
Listen, 19 years later, this crew may be older, but they're acing social media. From Gabrielle posting an ET throwback to Ian's Insta diaries.
Hello, Ian's Instagram story.
He captured the gang from West Bev partying inside. Shannon Doherty didn't attend, and missing forever, Luke Perry. A source close to production tells ET they all want to ensure Luke's memory lives on through the show.
Do you have a fond memory of Luke, a favorite memory of Luke?
All of them. Yeah, all of them.
All right. Now let's talk about the comedy that's generating a lot of buzz. Booksmart. This is so good, you guys. I was exclusively with this hilarious cast for an intimate conversation, including the film's director, Olivia Wilde, who clearly had someone special in mind for the role of the school's principal. Her man, Jason Sudeikis. Jason is the principal in this movie. So did you cast him? Who did he beat out?
He beat out no one. He was an offer only.
We will persist.
I can't hear you. I can't soundproof glass.
I knew that I wanted him in the movie because he's one of the best improvisers on earth.
First-time director Olivia helms this funny, female-driven, coming-of-age comedy about 2 high school brainiac besties who decide to cram years of missed debauchery into one unforgettable night.
Well, that seems excessive. Shotgun. Just kidding. I don't have one.
Last Man Standings, Caitlin Dever, and Lady Bird's Beanie Feldstein star.
Very few directors get to actually make the movie they really wanted to make, and I can say that with Booksmart.
Do you know who you beat out?
No, and I don't want to know.
Tonight is your night. Yes. How did this chemistry become so magical?
I think it was pure instincts on Olivia's, and Olivia said we hugged for about 45 minutes at our first lunch, which is true.
And then they held hands.
And held hands as though we were engaged. Yeah, we had met 20 minutes prior.
I hosted a super fun Q&A panel with the entire cast. Booksmart's out May 24th, and it's being called the next Superbad. Fitting since Beanie's bro is Jonah Hill. He's super supportive. Check out the custom hoodie he rocked at Beanie's premiere last night.
Beanie, what is it like for you to know that you are like taking the reins from Jonah?
There are so many reins to be had.
Sure, there's reins for everyone.
Yeah. But I'm so confident in what we made that I'm like so excited for him to see it.
You guys, this is my kind of movie. I cannot wait to see it. Well, let's take a moment to honor a comedy legend. Tim Conway passed away today at the age of 85. And thankfully, A.T. has been fortunate enough to be with him many times over the years as we look back on Tim's legacy of laughter.
Don't get the wrong idea just because I'm wearing a gown.
I consider myself very fortunate to even not only be in this business, but just to be up and around. So miracles do happen.
This girdle's killing me.
Conway is best remembered for his 11 years on The Carol Burnett Show and as a master at improvising lines that brought his castmates to tears with laughter.
I got the headache. My head's going to dark.
He would do stuff that he hadn't done in rehearsal. Tim was merciless. He'd go crazy. And usually, when he went crazy, that was the one we used because it was gold.
First of all, it's called The Tim Conway Show. A little misconception, yes? Oh.
Carol and Tim forged a lifelong friendship. Today, she says she's heartbroken about the passing of her dear friend. He was one in a million, not only as a brilliant comedian, but as a loving human being. He'll be in my heart forever.
Step out of the way, woman. This is between us men.
Oh, perhaps I ought to get out of the way then.
Wait!
Vicki Lawrence, who along with the late Harvey Korman shared the Carol Burnett Show stage with Tim, had this to say. Harvey and Tim are together again. The angels are laughing out loud tonight.
I never wanted to be in this business, actually. I was a jockey for a while, or wanted to be a jockey, and I weighed about 95 pounds. And then I started gaining weight, and horses were going, a little heavy, isn't it?
We were with Tim often throughout his 6-decade career. His first big TV role was in the 1960s sitcom McHale's Navy. He was nominated for an Emmy for that and went on to win 6 total in his career, the last for his guest spot on 30 Rock. Even then, he was cracking jokes about it.
They gave me the Emmy for that? We should check into that group that's voting.
Tim passed away this morning in Los Angeles from medical complications. He was 85.
Life is wonderful. I mean, it is. And you should be here to enjoy it and irritate people.
A life well lived, right?
I love it.
Thank you.
Thursday, May 16th.
Bazinga.
We are coming to you from the set of The Big Bang Theory.
I got dibs on Sheldon's.
One entire episode of E.T. 12 seasons of behind-the-scenes secrets finally revealed.
I didn't even get hired originally.
No, that's true.
Plus, a look back to before they were famous.
Well, my mother wrote a letter saying that I was most like a Bette Midler.
It's Entertainment Tonight's Big Bang Theory special.
But we're out.
Season 4 will confuse people, and then it will make sense.
Ooh, scary.
Thank you for confusing us, Sterling. Season 4 of This Is Us kicks off in September. Of course, they have that multi-season pickup. Congrats.
Yeah. But SKB is also shooting his guest spot on one of my favorite shows, The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel.
Beautiful cast.
Oh, what a
beautiful
script.
vibe on their set. So much fun to play on that playground.
Sterling has also launched the web series Survivorship Today, illuminating the triumphs and challenges of life after a cancer diagnosis.
I have an uncle who passed away from cancer, and if my voice being added to a campaign allows other people to take notice as well,
right,
you have to do it.
But not everyone does.
But you have to. Please.
He's just a good man all the way around.
And if he can find time, then we all can. I love that.
Hello. Take care, everybody.
Good night.